Okay, so here we have our 1.5 horsepower Grizzly dust collector. It's the Cyclone g0443. Comes with a remote control switch. You can set it for 2, 4, 8-hour run times. See, it has this little hose right here that hooks up to the bin, so that you can put a plastic bag in it and it won't suck the bag up into the Cyclone. I have it hooked up with all metal ducting. Not quite done the duct work yet, but you see where what I did was I just taped it off so that whenever I get around to finishing it, you know. But I do have a 4-inch T coming off of it with probably about 12 feet of flexible hose, and is hooked up to my planer. Alright, I've finished surfacing all these red oak boards, and this is really all that came out of the planer. Much better than just my shop vac. And just to give you an idea of the efficiency of this thing, I pretty much filled. I pretty much filled this 35-gallon container, and then I thoroughly moved the brush up and down and see how much dust accumulated, and you got about that much. So it's very efficient at putting the dust in the bin, and the very fine dust comes through through the filter, and then not much comes through the filter. Relatively quiet. It's definitely much more quiet than my planer. See, I attached to the wall with 2 3/4-inch pieces of plywood, and then I lag screwed it onto the 2x4s. This is the flexible ducting that came with it to hook it up from the Cyclone itself to the filter. I mounted it up higher because what I want to do is I want to eventually get a little ring that attaches to this thing to make it. I want to get a little ring that attaches here, and it makes the bin taller. So instead of holding like 35 gallons, it'll probably hold like 55. So that's why that's higher off the ground than it should be. Other than that, no complaints so far. Here, I'll turn it on. You probably won't get a very good sense of the sound. Isn't that interesting? Well, apparently when you turn it on, when you don't have an airtight seal over here, you get shavings in there. Huh. Well, word to the wise, make sure you have a airtight seal around that so the Cyclone works properly. Alright?